Welcome back. It's been overcast most of the day. We're still dealing with plenty of rain out there, upper 60s, low 70s. Nice to see hints of the sunrise for those of us in downtown Macon right now. It's pretty out there, but overall, obviously, conditions could be a little bit better. Let's go ahead and peek at the radar. Here is what we are seeing. Moderate rain over much of the southern half of the region. A little more intense and organized with this storm that's now making its way into Crisp County from Sumter County. And you can see a little bit of lightning going on down there as well. For us here in Middle Georgia, as of right now, nothing too concerning. There is a tornado watch off to the south that expires at 11 p.m. tonight. So that will be something for us to follow. Although none of our counties are included in it, we are going to be monitoring a couple of these storms as they make their way into the region. You can definitely see there's a good bit more organization going on with these storms further off to the south, but at least we aren't seeing a whole lot in terms of active warnings right now. We've just got two, and they're both on the same storm near the Florida Alabama line, well off to the south. So that's pretty promising, but we'll continue to monitor these storms off to the southwest. Low temperatures tonight, upper 60s, low 70s. Definitely going to be the muggiest night of the next several, what with this system moving through. So you're going to keep it pretty wet through the overnight hours. A lot of clouds into tomorrow. Most of us are in a level 1 threat for severe weather remainder of today, but you do see these southern counties in that level 2 zone. That's where I'm going to be watching for the potential of any tornadic development, right? For our wind threat today, 15% for the southern counties, 5% for most of the region. Same deal in terms of the hail, but when it comes to the tornado threat, you're seeing 5% for the southern counties and 2% for the rest of us. One thing to note about in terms of that watch, that tornado watch off to the south was issued by the National Weather Service down in Tallahassee, Florida. They cover these counties off to our south. The ones in our region are accounted for by the National Weather Service in Peachtree City, and they have not issued any statements. There hasn't even been any commentary lately on what we're seeing, but at least it's kind of behaving for the most part right now. As for our Saturday, it's level 2 threat for most of the region, and it is almost exclusively being driven by strong straight-line winds. 15% for most of the region tomorrow, and this is going to be a lunchtime threat. 5% for the northern parts of the Peach State, 5% across the board in terms of a hail threat for tomorrow, and 2% for a tornado risk. So that's not going to be our main concern. Not a whole lot of wind shear going on, but obviously a storm in the right environment that starts to rotate could unfortunately still produce a brief spin-up tornado. Now let's continue through this evening. We are tracking these storms coming in to the southwestern counties from over in western Georgia and Alabama. Relatively intense, but nothing too crazy. But, you know, we're in the prime time for this right now, moving through the evening. As the sun sets, we go into tonight. Things cool off some. The storms will peter out some, and we'll be left with some showers, perhaps a rumble of thunder as we go through the remainder of the night and into your Saturday morning. For Saturday early on, storm threats will be in North Georgia. We'll see them kind of make their way into our region during the late morning and lunchtime hours. You see these pink spots in there. Those represent hail cores, so it could be a bit of a hail concern with some of those, and a bit of a straight line wind concern. But I'm not going to rule out the tornado possibility, but that is going to be of the lowest priority in terms of our severe concerns. For our Saturday after about 2 p.m., rain will start to taper down, as will storm activity, so we shouldn't have a severe risk later, although rain will remain possible. Even into our Sunday, we'll have some decent storm chances into the afternoon. Lastly, a bit of a flooding concern potentially around the region. It'd be 1 or 2 spots, but that is also something to be aware of. I'll have your extended forecast coming up in 10 seconds. Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. Stormy end of the week for us, including today and then tomorrow. We still got some pretty widespread showers, a couple thunderstorms in there on Sunday, but no severe concerns on Sunday. We're in the backside of the system. Next week, a little more sun is in our future as temperatures climb back up.